The Curse of the Pharaohs is a legend that suggests that anyone who disturbs the tombs or treasures of ancient Egyptian pharaohs, including those within the pyramids, will suffer bad luck, illness, or even death. The legend dates back to the early 20th century when several archaeologists and explorers who worked on the pyramids died under mysterious circumstances. One of the most famous cases is that of Howard Carter, who discovered the tomb of Tutankhamun in 1922. Carter and his team were reportedly plagued by a series of misfortunes, including several deaths. Some people believe that these misfortunes were the result of the curse of the pharaohs, while others believe that they were simply coincidences. There is no scientific evidence to support the existence of the curse of the pharaohs. However, several anecdotal stories seem to support the legend. For example, in addition to Carter's team, there have been several other archaeologists and explorers who have died under mysterious circumstances after working on pyramids or tombs. In some cases, these deaths have been sudden and unexpected. For example, George Herbert, the Earl of Carnarvon, who funded Carter's expedition to Tutankhamun's tomb, died of an infected mosquito bite just a few months after the tomb was opened. In other cases, the deaths have been more prolonged and mysterious. For example, Arthur Mace, one of Carter's team members, died of a heart attack a few years after the tomb was opened. His wife also died shortly after, and their daughter died a few years later. Of course, some are skeptical of the curse of the pharaohs. They argue that the deaths of archaeologists and explorers who worked on pyramids or tombs can be explained by other factors, such as accidents, disease, or natural causes. They also point out that the curse of the pharaohs is often invoked after the fact when someone who has worked on a pyramid or tomb dies. This suggests that the curse is more of a superstition than a real phenomenon. The ancient pyramids of Egypt are some of the most impressive and mysterious structures ever built. They are massive, perfectly aligned, and incredibly old. But how did the ancient Egyptians build them? Some people believe that they had help from extraterrestrial beings. There are several reasons why people believe that aliens may have helped to build the pyramids. First, the pyramids are incredibly large and complex structures. It would have been a massive undertaking for the ancient Egyptians to build them on their own, especially with the technology that they had available. Second, the pyramids are perfectly aligned with the stars. This suggests that the ancient Egyptians had a sophisticated understanding of astronomy, which is something that they could have learned from aliens. Third, some of the tools that were found at the pyramids are unlike anything that the ancient Egyptians are known to have used. This suggests that they may have had help from a more advanced civilization. Of course, there is no concrete evidence to support the claim that aliens helped to build the pyramids. However, the mystery surrounding their construction has led to speculation about otherworldly influences on ancient civilizations. The theory that aliens helped to build the pyramids is a controversial one. Some people believe that it is a credible explanation for the pyramid's construction, while others believe that it is nothing more than a myth. Those who believe in the theory point to the evidence that I mentioned earlier. They argue that the pyramids are too large and complex to have been built by the ancient Egyptians on their own, and that the evidence suggests that they had help from a more advanced civilization. Those who don't believe in the theory argue that there is no concrete evidence to support it. They say that the ancient Egyptians were capable of building the pyramids with the technology that they had available, and that the evidence that is often cited to support the theory is either misinterpreted or inconclusive. The debate over alien involvement in pyramid construction is likely to continue for many years to come. There is no clear consensus on the issue, and the evidence is open to interpretation. However, the theory remains a fascinating one, and it continues to fuel speculation about the possibility of extraterrestrial life. As technology continues to advance, we may one day be able to find more concrete evidence to support or refute the theory of alien involvement in pyramid construction. In the meantime, the mystery surrounding the pyramids will continue to fascinate and intrigue people around the world. The ancient pyramids of Egypt are some of the most mysterious and fascinating structures in the world. They are massive, perfectly aligned, and incredibly old. But what is their true purpose? Some believe that they were built as tombs for the pharaohs, while others believe that they have a more mystical or religious significance. One of the most intriguing theories about the pyramids is that they contain secret chambers or mechanisms associated with resurrection or afterlife rituals. This theory is based on the fact that the pyramids are often found to have multiple chambers, some of which are hidden and difficult to access. Additionally, there are some artifacts and markings found in the pyramids that have been interpreted as evidence of resurrection or afterlife beliefs. One of the most famous pieces of evidence for resurrection chambers in the pyramids is the so-called air shafts. These are narrow tunnels that lead from the burial chambers of the pyramids to the outside world. Some people believe that these air shafts were used to allow the souls of the pharaohs to travel between the world of the living and the world of the dead. Another piece of evidence for resurrection chambers is the hieroglyphs. These are ancient Egyptian symbols that are found on the walls of the pyramids. Some of these hieroglyphs have been interpreted as references to resurrection or afterlife rituals. For example, one hieroglyph that appears frequently in the pyramids is the ankh. The ankh is a symbol of life, and it is often depicted in the hands of the pharaohs. This suggests that the pharaohs believed that they would be resurrected after death. The theory that the pyramids contain secret chambers or mechanisms associated with resurrection or afterlife rituals is a controversial one. Some people believe that it is a credible explanation for the pyramids' mysterious purpose, while others believe that it is nothing more than speculation. Those who believe in the theory point to the evidence that I mentioned earlier. They argue that the pyramids are too complex and sophisticated to have been built as simple tombs, and that the evidence suggests that they had a more mystical or religious purpose. Those who don't believe in the theory argue that there is no concrete evidence to support it. They say that the air shafts and hieroglyphs can be interpreted in other ways, and that there is no reason to believe that they are evidence of resurrection chambers. The debate over resurrection chambers in the pyramids is likely to continue for many years to come. There is no clear consensus on the issue, and the evidence is open to interpretation. However, the theory remains a fascinating one, and it continues to fuel speculation about the beliefs of the ancient Egyptians. A growing body of evidence suggests that the pyramids may be linked to parallel realities or alternate dimensions. For example, some researchers have found that the pyramids are aligned with specific constellations associated with parallel universes. Additionally, there have been reports of strange phenomena near the pyramids, such as orbs of light and unexplained noises. The theory of parallel realities suggests that there are an infinite number of universes that exist alongside our own. These universes are similar to our own in many ways, but they may also have different laws of physics and other histories. Some people believe that the pyramids may be portals to these parallel universes. They argue that the pyramids are perfectly aligned with certain constellations because they are designed to focus energy from these constellations into the pyramids. This energy could then be used to create a gateway to another universe. If the pyramids are indeed portals to parallel universes, then they could play a very important role in our understanding of reality. They could provide us with a glimpse into other worlds and other possibilities. Additionally, they could help us to understand the true nature of reality and our place in it. The idea that the pyramids are linked to parallel realities is a fascinating one. It is a reminder that there is still much that we do not know about the universe and our place in it. The pyramids continue to be a source of mystery and wonder, and they may hold the key to unlocking some of the greatest secrets of the universe. As technology continues to advance, we may one day be able to find more concrete evidence to support or refute the theory of parallel realities. In the meantime, the mystery surrounding the pyramids will continue to fascinate and intrigue people around the world. The ancient pyramids of Egypt are huge, precisely aligned, and extremely old. But how did the ancient Egyptians build them? Some believe that they used waterways or flooding to aid in the transportation of heavy stones. This hypothesis is based on the fact that the pyramids are often found near waterways and that the Nile River would have been a major transportation route during the time of the ancient Egyptians. Additionally, there is evidence that the ancient Egyptians used flooding to their advantage, such as building dams and canals to control the flow of water. One piece of evidence for water transport is the discovery of large stones that have been found near the Nile River. These stones are too large to have been moved by humans alone, and it is believed that they were transported by boats or rafts. Another piece of evidence is the discovery of canals that were built by the ancient Egyptians. These canals could have been used to transport stones to the pyramids, or they could have been used to flood the area around the pyramids, making it easier to move the stones. The hypothesis that the ancient Egyptians used water transport to build the pyramids is a controversial one. Some people believe that it is a credible explanation for how the pyramids were built, while others believe that it is not enough evidence to support the theory. Those who believe in the theory point to the evidence that I mentioned earlier. They argue that the stones are too large to have been moved by humans alone and that the canals provide a viable way to transport the stones. Those who don't believe in the theory argue that there is no concrete evidence that the ancient Egyptians used water transport to build the pyramids. They say that the stones could have been moved by humans using other methods, such as rollers or levers. The debate over water transport is likely to continue for many years to come. There is no clear consensus on the issue, and the evidence is open to interpretation. However, the theory remains a fascinating one, and it continues to fuel speculation about the construction of the pyramids. As technology continues to advance, we may one day be able to find more concrete evidence to support or refute the theory of water transport. In the meantime, the mystery surrounding the pyramids will continue to fascinate and intrigue people around the world.